Have you ever made a change in your life? Maybe tried something new and found out that the grass isn't always greener. They were right. The old people, whenever you were a kid, were right. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. 601-995-1017. Can you think of anything in your life like that? Either a relationship, jobs, I'm sure, are like that from time to time. Maybe you got a new house. You thought owning my own home with a yard is going to be so great, not having to rent an apartment anymore. And then the hot water heater breaks. And it's like, oh, the landlord isn't going to I'm the landlord now. 601-995-1017. I was reading about some people who left relationships that they said were perfectly fine, but they were just kind of bored.
Oh.
And they've kind of reflected on how that went. And I'd say of the ones that I read, it's about 50-50 people regretting leaving the relationship that was fine versus people who were glad that they made the decision. So maybe sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. But this person said a friend divorced her husband years ago because she was bored. She never married again, nor had a romantic relationship. Not for lack of desire. Dates turned into friendships or fizzled out. She told me about 5 years after she divorced him, and he had happily remarried, not to leave someone because they're boring. There's no guarantee you'll find somebody more exciting.
Yeah, and sometimes that excitement that you're looking for is actually trauma. Like, it's not, I've learned that in therapy. Sometimes the boring relationship is the good one. But if you did grow up in a very hectic, chaotic environment, that's what you're going to be craving because that feels normal. So when you enter that safe relationship, it's like, oh, this is boring. Is this even love?
Yeah.
Is this even what it's supposed to be like? It's like, yes, this is good. This is healthy.
So have you ever realized the grass isn't always greener? Was it a relationship, a job, what?
It was dance. Whenever I was growing up, I was a competitive dancer, and I had stayed with the same dance team all the way up until high school. And then I wanted to be one of the cool kids that joined the high school drill team. And I was very excited. I made it my freshman year, which was a big deal. And then when I got there, I was like, grass not greener. I don't like this. I want to go back to my old dance team. So after 1 year, I quit and I went back to my old dance team because I was like, this just isn't. It was so much politics. There was so much seniority, like because I was a freshman, even though like they got mad that I got third place at a competition and one of the seniors didn't place at all. It's like, it's not my fault that I'm better than her. Like
I was going to ask, was it the people you just didn't gel as well with? Was it not as competitive? Was it too competitive, or just the politics?
I think it was the politics, and I think it was they didn't care. Like, I feel like whenever I was on the competitive dance team growing up, it was always about pushing yourself to be your best. And I felt like that one was so team oriented that it was almost like you need to take a step back to be in line with the team and not try to make yourself better.
Is it a job that it wasn't the grass greener on the other side? Was it a relationship? 601-995-1017. But we've all had a moment where those people have been proven right that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. I remember whenever I first moved to Florida, you and I started doing the show together, and we were at one radio station for 10 months or something.
Months.
Before we got let go because of a hurricane and they tore down the station, essentially. But that whole time, that whole 10 months, I always looked at the other radio station in town like the cool one. They had a cool Hummer for the station vehicle. We had a crappy Xterra. They had all this stuff. Their building was nicer. I was sure that was going to be a better place to work. Well, after we left our first station, that other station wanted to hire us. And not only was the grass not greener, but it was like black grass over there. Black grass, black mold in the ceiling. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Did you have that feeling, though, that like, oh, the grass isn't always greener? Or did you go in with lower expectations than I did?
I think I went in with lower expectations than you did. But yeah, I could say that the grass certainly wasn't very green there, and if it was because somebody had spray painted it green.
Mary's going through kind of a similar thing. Tell us about your situation, Mary.
As of recently, I had accepted a position, fulfilled all the duties of the role, implementing processes, all the fun stuff, hiring teams. Those niche roles only to be laid off. So the grass was definitely not greener. It is not greener in all aspects.
Did you ask them, like, why did you hire me in the first place?
I did, and that's one of the biggest things. And then the response is, was just budget constraints just due to the industry.
Mm.
You know, they hit you with this just a secular market and whatnot, and you're just like, well, was it secular when you gave me my offer letter?
Do you feel like maybe that was their mindset going into it? Like, she's going to be great for however many months, and then we'll cut her once she's done that.
I do feel like that, but it's not the right headspace to be in because it drives you bonkers. But it's hard. I mean, we're human, and that's one of the first thoughts. Like, you knew this was the plan.
Right.
Well, Mary, good luck on the job search. So sorry you're going through that, and let us know if there's anything we can do.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it, okay?
You have a great day. Good luck, Mary. Did Lisa leave a comment on the Facebook page?
She did. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but she knew the grass was not greener in a marriage on her honeymoon.
What?
Yeah.
Nothing else? That's it?
So, yeah, she made it to the honeymoon and was like, big mistake. I should not have gone through with the wedding.
Oh, my gosh. That's pretty wild.